Good morning, Miss Putri. Good morning, Miss Tita.
Morning.
Farahdina. Who is Farahdina? Oh, Miss Shahnaz. Miss Shahnaz,
Sorry, I borrow Zoom. My sister.
you keep having different names.
Yes, because I borrow a laptop.
I see. So is my voice clear over there?
Yes, mom, clear. Yes.
It's not breaking.
Oh,
Is my voice and video not are my voice and video not breaking? Can you hear me? Check, check. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So the video is not breaking.
No,
Miss Tita, I cannot hear you well. I'm so sorry.
no.
hello.
Okay.
Test.
Check. Okay. Now it's cool. Suara saya putus-putus di sebelah sana.
No, miss.
No?
Test.
Okay. Now it's cool, Miss Tita. How about my video? Is it breaking?
No.
No. Okay. Alhamdulillah. I've been having problems with my net connection since yesterday, so I'm not sure about my own connection. Now all four of you are stopping on my end. Your video stopped. Okay then. So probably my connection, I don't know. Miss Tita, how are you feeling today?
Hello. I'm fine, miss.
You're fine? Okay. You're at the
Yes,
office at the moment?
yes, yes.
Mhm. How about Miss Putri? Are you also fine?
Yes, I'm Kashu, and today I work in the office.
You work in the office, okay. Miss Shahnaz, how are you? Good morning, Mr. Hafiz. Good morning, Miss Fifi.
Good morning, Miss Peppy.
Are you working at the office or at home at the moment?
Still at home. Maybe in afternoon I will go to campus to office.
I see. So Mr. Hafiz is still at home. Speaking of which, do you all live around Gresik or does anybody live in Surabaya or even Sidoarjo? Probably. Do
Overall
you,
in Gresik. Overall
pardon?
in Gresik, Miss. Overall in Gresik, Miss.
At the moment you're in Gresik, okay.
Hmm.
Miss Putri, Miss Tita, Miss Shahnaz, and Miss Fifi, do you live around Gresik? Gresik.
Yes.
Yes.
The staff UIC from Gresik.
Pardon, Miss?
Almost
Almost.
staff. Yes. Almost staff
Nice.
in UIC from Gresik.
Mhm. Okay. So today, because today we're going to talk about our feeling about our work. Oh, feeling. So I hope all of you are having a good feeling about your work. If you take a look at our student book, hang on. Again, my connection is very slow. I hope. Okay. So today we're going to talk about working atmospheres. We're also going to state interests, means what do we think about our work? Do we like it? Do we hate it? Do we dislike it? What do you think? And we're also going to ask for and give opinions about our work, our working atmosphere. So speaking of that, we have several words here, 12 to be exact. Shall we match the words with the definition first before we go on to more things? So what do you think is stressful? Which one is stressful?
Maybe G.
Maybe G. Could you please read the definition?
Generating a lot of pressure.
Yep, generating a lot of pressure. Thank you. It is G after all. Ooh, that's too big. Okay, how about number 2? Rewarding. Reward.
A.
Pardon, Mr. Hafiz? Could you
A.
read the definition?
Giving satisfaction for doing something important.
Exactly. Thank you so much. So it is A, giving satisfaction. Challenging. Now, there should be a difference between stressful and challenging. Which one is challenging? Challenging? Challenge?
H. H maybe.
H?
Requiring a lot of effort and skill.
Requiring a lot of efforts and skills. How about the other one? Demanding. Which one do you think that is? Because challenging and demanding are like 11, 12.
How about P? Requiring good effort and determination.
And now this is the deal. When you say it is challenging, it is actually from yourself that you feel challenged. So I would say challenging is more to your determination than skills. But when it comes to demanding, it requires your skills actually. So we're going to switch the answer. So challenging is E because it's more to ourself, and demanding is H. Speaking of challenge, nobody but Miss Fia did the challenge for making the video, requiring great efforts and determination. Your determination to make the video and to send the video to the group. How about it? Still no?
I've done it, but
Pardon?
I'm using I've done with the work home, but I tidak
Please
percaya diri.
do send it to our group. That's also a part of the challenge. Whether you have the confidence or not to post what you have made or how you speak English in public. If you are not sure yet of your English, just that's one thing to learn, to be confident. How at number 5 then? Collaborative.
D, enabling people to work together.
Exactly. Thank you. Enabling people to work together. It is D. And then flexible.
C can
What
be
is
easily
mhm.
C can be easily changed to suit a new situation.
Okay, so can be easily changed to suit a new situation. Got it. See, it is. This one is suit, to suit. Ah, the next one, discriminatory. Discriminatory.
K treating
Okay.
people unfairly.
Okay, there you go. Thank you, Ms. Jonas. Treating people unfairly, discriminatory. Don't discriminate people, but be supportive. Supportive, this one should be easy.
F, maybe giving help and encouragement.
To get,
Encouragement.
mm, uh, uh, giving help and encouragement. Thank you, Mr. Hafiz. F, got it. Dynamic.
Can be easily changed to suit a new situation. C.
Mm, we already used C though. It's flexible. Dynamic. So G already. A, E, H.
I maybe
What is it?
full of energy and ideas and very active.
Yeah, thank you very much, Miss Tita. That is I, dynamic, full of energy and new ideas, and very active. Competitive. Ah,
L, maybe
and what's the definition,
grabbing,
Mr. Hafiz?
grabbing favorable intention or interest.
There you go. However, we have engaging. Don't you think drawing favorable intention or interest is engaging? So we have not arranged in clear, good order, pushing people to be better, drawing favorable intention. Which one is competitive?
G.
G or J?
G. J. J.
J.
G.
Thank you. So J it is, competitive. It must mean that engaging is L, and the last one is organized.
B.
B. Got it. Now, in 3 words, how do you describe your working situation? So for me, my working situation at the moment is challenging, not too demanding. Oh, I'm going to restart. My working situation is challenging because it requires determination from my side to be on time and to prepare myself. Not too demanding because I've been doing this for the past 15 years, but it's very flexible because I can do this at home in my own room and in my own comfortable place. How about you? What are the 3 words that can describe your work situation? Mr. Hafiz, perhaps you would like to share?
Maybe challenging, flexible, and engaging
Why do you think so?
for me. Because why is challenging? Why is challenging? Because I handle some event that need need to focus and need focus to the detail and clear it up in some in sorry need a creativity to help the event.
Mhm.
Maybe that about the challenging, and then about the flexible, uh, because the, our work hour become flexible in pandemic era, so we can work in 24 to 7. That's the
Mhm.
that's the meaning, 24 and 7 in a week. And then why engaging? Because I'm handle PMMB internship with state-owned corporate. So I need to engage with student, with partner in state-owned corporate like Petrokimia, Semen, and
Mhm.
many more to communicate to um, pastikan to pokoknya memastikan all be all maybe that's sorry. I forgot my words. Thank you.
There. To ensure
And suddenly, yeah, to ensure all clear, and
work well.
work well, the attitude of student, the corporate, um, our partnership with corporate, and that's it. Thank you.
Okay, there you go. Thank you so much, Mr. Hafiz, for the comprehensive answer. Well done. How about the others? Miss Tita,
Ah,
Miss Shana? Okay, Miss Shahnas, go on.
me. My job for 3 years for working at UIC is very challenging because I have often changed parts,
Oh.
3 parts, even 1 hour. So I keep learning new things. And then during a pandemic, I work become a flexible and dynamic. So the time is flexible, and then the work is must be fast because not see each other. So fast for the send a message or sends everything.
Mm.
So I think for enough for that, Miss Teti.
Thank you so much, Miss Shahnas. So it
Thank you, Miss
is
Teti.
dynamic, you think? You need to work fast. Yeah, I agree. Sometimes like we think it's very flexible, but then again, when somebody asks for something, we need to do it quickly. So it's not really that flexible at all. Miss Tita, how about you? Or maybe Miss Putri and Miss Fifi?
Okay, my working situation is maybe collaborative, challenging, and flexible.
Why do you think it's collaborative?
Uh, yes, because in my team is many people and must interconnected with other division, and I uh, I just moved in new section is 2 years ago, and I still have to learn and improve my job
Mhm.
because in my position is not in my basic skills. I think enough.
Okay, thank you, Miss Tita. I do think when we just like when we live, we work, we also need to learn every day. So it is continuing. The learning never ends. Even though we've been in the position for a long time, I think there are still things that we can learn, whatever it is. Miss Putri, Miss Fifi, how about you?
Okay, I will try this. This situation describe my three word describe my situation in UIC are supportive because we help each other. When I sick, there's my friend handle my job
Mhm.
for the example. And the second and third situation are challenging
Challenging.
and challenging and flexible because when I work in home, so I have to mengurus anak and
Take
work,
care.
take
I
care
have to
my daughter. I have to take care my daughter and work,
at the same
doing my
time.
job at the same time.
Yeah,
Okay, I think enough, Miss.
thank you. Challenging and oh, what was the last one again? Flexible?
Flexible, yes, flexible and challenging.
Flexible and challenging. Okay, thank you, Miss Vivi. Miss Putri, how about you?
How about my work will be demanding because we need help each other in our team and dynamic because we need improvisation together, improvisation or innovation to make other promotion, and sometimes will be stressful when the total of new students is not achieve the target.
Thank you. Finally, somebody said stressful for the past four people, five people. Nobody said stressful. Okay, so stressful it is. Um, Thank you, Miss Putri. Stressful. Yeah, sometimes it can be stressful, but I hope it is more as a challenge than real stress. So there you go. We have the words and the definitions. I'm going to clear this. Now let's move on to the first one. We're actually going to talk about positive and negative working environment. So I'm going to pair you with a partner, not pair, because there are 5 people. So one of you is going to be in a group of 3. Please write down positive working environment. You can do it from the words that you already checked earlier. So from here, rewarding, competitive, flexible, and so on. Please divide them into positive or negative working environment. You can also add your own words. For example, fun, probably you're having fun at work. So which one, is it positive or negative? You can also add that to your table. Okay, so I'm going to put you in the breakout rooms for 5 minutes, and you need to divide the positive and negative working situation. I'm opening all rooms. Please join the breakout rooms and discuss your table with your group mate.
Okay, room number 1. Terus we say it, and then we say it positive or negative.
Oh, we
Mm-hmm. Say it from the number 1. Maybe Vivi can help us to say it every every situation.
What number? Which number, Miss Putri? Sportive, flexi, huh?
Oh, sport. Oh, yeah. Sportive is for positive.
Positive,
How about dynamic? For positive or negative?
sportive, positive, discriminatory, negative, or negative, dynamic, dynamic, negative or positive, Miss Putri?
I think for positive.
Positive, dynamic, competitive,
Competitive, negative.
yeah, negative, competitive,
Disorganized
disorganized,
or negative.
negative,
Okay, welcome back, Mr. Hafiz, Miss Fifi. Miss Tita was left alone. There, everybody is back. Welcome back, everyone. Okay, we have this one, the table. Since all of you are using laptops, could you please annotate my screen to write down your discussion? Which one is positive? Which one is negative? Ooh, check, check. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I just got notification that I've been locked off. So I was like, stress. Is it stressful a positive or a negative? And oh yeah, group 1, please use blue. Group 2, please use purple or green, up to you. Purple is fine. Okay. Stressful, bullying. So there's a new word there. Anything else? Group 1, how about you? Okay, group 1 begins to write. Rewarding. Oops, so sorry about that. Did I just leave the room or what? Tadi saya sempat hilang dari ruangan.
Yes.
Okay, I'm so sorry about that. So perhaps instead of writing, you can just tell me about it, because my connection is going on and off. So the writing is gone again.
For group 2,
Group 2.
negative, stressful, bullying, discriminatory,
Okay.
competitive,
Competitive is negative for you.
disorganized.
Disorganized. Okay. How about the positive one?
Miss Putri.
Positive is for rewarding, challenging, demanding, collaborative, flexible, supportive, dynamic, and enjoy.
Dynamic and?
Enjoy.
Oh, joyful.
Joyful.
Joyful. Okay. So joyful is the positive part of working environment. Thank you, group 1, group 2. So sorry. Group 1, how about you? Miss Fifi, you want to share what group 1's discussion is? Miss Fifi?
Maybe I will share.
Okay, Miss Tita is sharing. Go on, Miss Tita.
Positive working environment is challenging, rewarding, collaborative, engaging, supportive, flexible, dynamic, and competitive. And negative working environment is discriminatory, stressful, disorganized, demanding, and yes, enough.
Okay. So we have two differences here. For group 1, competitive is positive, demanding is negative. But for group 2, competitive is negative, while demanding is positive. Okay. Now I'm going to switch the orders. So group 1, you are going to mix with some of one person from group 2 and vice versa. Please discuss why you think competitive is negative and demanding is positive. Group 2, please tell group 1 why you think it's the other way around. Okay, so I'm going to switch. Oh, Miss Fifi is out of this Zoom, the connection, I suppose.
Hello, Miss. I'm still
Oh,
here.
you're here. You're not in the breakout rooms options. What's going on? Hang on a second. Okay. Miss Fifi, your name is not in the breakout. I'm so sorry. What is wrong with my Zoom? Let's check if I can put you in the breakout room manually. Okay, Miss Fifi, did you see the notification to join the breakout room? Okay, Shahnas and Mr. Hafiz are back. Room 2 is still trying to reconnect. Okay, so Mr. Shahnas, Mr. Hafiz, are you ready to share your differences? What do you think now of competitive and demanding?
Maybe Hafiz will be the first for agreement, Miss Hafiz, Mr. Hafiz.
I think demanding is negative words because a demanding person is like he's the center of the world. The order is must to be placed or apa ya? The order cannot be rejected. Menolak itu mungkin
Reject.
maybe rejected, yeah, maybe reject, and everyone must do what he please, kayak gitu. Maybe in my opinion, like that. Thank you.
For my opinion, why group 2 have a positive for demanding? I think for demanding between boss or an employee. So the work, so the natural behave like that for demanding, but the fellow co-worker will be negative thing because demanding of a fellow co-worker is make agreement for each other, something like that. And why my group 2 choose negative for competitive, because the competitive make after that make for a group each other to coworker, and then competitive make saingan, apa ya, kayak ada
Competition.
sindir menyindir, apa Miss Teti is that sindir
Oh,
menyindir, because the competitive high in the fellow coworker, something like that, Miss Teti.
So sometimes competitiveness will make you talk bad about each other
Yes,
because you are trying to be the best
yes,
and
Miss.
degrade the other's work, something like that.
Yes.
Okay. Do you agree with competitive, Mr. Hafiz, or do you stick to your answer?
Maybe I'm stick on my answer.
So it's still positive for you because
Because if someone has an competitive skills, maybe they can grow up their persona, and maybe she's stuck in her or his position right now, and I think that's all.
okay. So competitive actually helps with the will to keep moving forward, according to Mr. Hafiz. Without competition, perhaps you will be stuck in your position forever. You don't feel that you need to move forward. How about Miss Putri, Miss Tita, and Miss Fifi? What's your group's discussion? Does anybody change their opinion about competitive and demanding?
In my group, I think why competitive for negative because when we pushing people, when we push the people to be better, will make a difference. Why when people should be better, when he or she uh, feel it's he apa sih merasa dirinya sudah baik,
Merasa dirinya? Pardon?
merasa dirinya sudah lebih baik than
Oh,
other people.
feel him or herself more superior than other people?
Yes, uh, I think that is the
Mm. So if you have competitiveness in the working space, it sometimes make people feel superior from other
yes.
people. I do agree. Sometimes. How about demanding though? Miss Miss Fifi, Miss Tita, perhaps you want to add something about demanding? Okay, so it seems that both Miss Tita and Miss Fifi are busy. No problem. So I do agree in some parts that competitive is slightly negative if we see it that people are racing to be the best. But sometimes a little or a pinch of competitiveness is needed in the working space or even in the learning space. So at school, we do have those quizzes sometimes. Do you still remember when you were, okay, I got it, Miss Fifi, thank you. When you were still at school, sometimes the teacher goes, okay, today we're going to have a quiz. We're going to find out who's doing the best. So sometimes, but not all the times. When competitive is done all the time, it is a negative one. I agree. Okay. And demanding, yes, the same problem with competitive. If there are too many demands, then people will feel stressful and tired, and so on. And it will feel that we are working for more than what we can offer. So demanding is slightly negative in some parts. Okay, thank you for discussing that. Now let's take a look at this part. We have this one. Fill in the blanks with the words from practice 2. We have 12 words in practice 2. What do you think is number 1? Mentoring new recruits. Anybody has the answer? Mentoring new recruits? Is it supportive, challenging, demanding? Which one?
Sportive, I think, Mr. T.
Supportive.
Challenging, maybe.
Challenging for Mr. Hafiz. Supportive for Ms. Shahnas. Why?
Because for we sport thing new recruitment with mentoring. Sport new record with a mentoring a new recruitment.
So it's helping each other.
Yeah, helping each other.
How about you, Mr. Hafiz? Why do you think it's challenging?
Maybe challenging because we find a new yeah, we find a new person.
Mhm.
We find a new person, and we don't have to meet before. So uh, we must identify and introduce everyone in that uh, with with new recruit. That's it. New skill, new new person, maybe.
Mhm. So it is challenging because we have to work with a new person. I'm going to take both answers. Feel free to have more than one answers, by the way. How about number two? Millennials. I suppose nobody here is Mr. Hafiz. Are you a millennial? Not sure.
I'm
Millennial is
95. I'm
so not a
95.
millennial. Millennial would be 2000 onward. Okay. So millennials prefer. What do you think?
I think they companies,
Pardon, Miss Putri? Millennials prefer
they millennials prefer dynamic companies,
dynamic
dynamic
companies. Okay. Why do you think so?
because there are like something new, new uh, everything new challenge or everything new technology. So when they have innovation or
Mhm.
new idea, always
So dynamic companies because they're full of innovations. Okay. Anyone else has a different answer? Answer, sorry. Or do you all agree with Miss Putri? Dynamic companies. Okay, pretty much everyone agrees. How about number three? Creating an advertisement needs.
Collaborative.
Oh, this one must be collaborative. Why do you think so, Miss Shanas?
Because for the statement, make advertisement, uh, make a creating advertisement must be collaborative or uh, good work and antar between maker or maker desire.
Mm-hmm.
I think for that.
Yeah, this is the key word between an ad maker and a marketer's desire. So it is collaborative. Okay. Number four, some companies are quite working mothers.
Mm,
Istita, Miss Fifi, what do you think? Pardon, Miss Fifi? Some companies
Supportive.
supportive. Okay. Why do you think so?
Because support mother while she do the do her job, she can take care her child too.
Mm, okay. So the companies actually help the mothers to take care of her child too. Okay. So does anybody have a different opinion about number four? No? Okay. I would also like to add flexible, perhaps. Some companies are quite flexible to working mothers by providing daycare at work because some companies are very strict and they don't allow mothers to bring their babies or kids to work. So some are quite flexible. How about number 5? An interesting assignment can be
Maybe competitive.
competitive for employees. Why do you think so, Mr. Hafiz?
Maybe in some competition, we look for a best from a group, maybe, and that's happen in all assignment. The best is get the reward, maybe.
Reward. Okay. So an interesting
Competitive.
assignment can be competitive for employees, according to Mr. Hafiz. How about the others? Do you have a different answer?
I think it's reward for employees.
Rewarding. Okay. Why?
Because maybe new recruit or new employee interest for reward to company. Bonus. For
Bonus.
salary.
Okay. So an interesting assignment can be rewarding for employees. Sometimes though, the rewards can be emotional or instead of physical, like money or something or bonus, but sometimes it can also be emotional, like when the company actually announce you as employee of the month. You don't get anything from that, but you feel happy because you're, yes, I am the employee of the month, perhaps. So it's the reward can also be something emotional. Okay. How about number 6? Working on a construction site. Nobody here is working on a construction site. However, we can imagine.
Challenging.
Challenging. Why do you think so, Miss Shahnas?
Because working at construction is high physically, and then high to run to its place or other place, something like that.
So it is high in danger. Also, you need to move around when you work on a construction site. So it's physically challenging. I'll take that. Number 7, employees who has this one is easy. Working hours may choose. When you can choose, what do you think?
Flexible.
Flexible. I do agree. How about your working hours? Can you actually choose, or do you have to start on time? Miss Putri, Miss Shahnas, Mr. Hafiz, Miss Tita, and Miss Fifi? Can you actually choose your working hours?
No, we have waktu masuk dan pulang yang sudah ditentukan.
Oh, we have working hours that have been
Yes.
decided. Okay, so 8 to 4 or 9 to 5? Which one is it?
8 to 5.
8 to 5. Okay, so 8 to 5 it is. Usually it's 8 to 4 or 9 to 5. This one is slightly longer, 8 to 5. Okay. The next one, see, there you go. The Employee of the Month award. What do you think? The Employee of the Month award is an example of what a company does to create a
competitive, competitive
Competitive.
atmosphere.
From Miss Putri, competitive. Why do you think it's competitive, Miss Putri?
Because the company so we think as a competitive.
Because everybody will try to do their best.
Yes, I think like that.
There you go. Because everybody will try to do their best to be the employee of the month. Number 9, blah, blah, blah. Work environment will result in a high staff turnover. We already talked about turnover in our first session. What do you think?
Challenging.
Challenging?
Turnover.
Stressful.
Pardon, Mr. Hafiz, what was it?
Stressful.
Stressful. Challenging, stressful. Okay.
Stressful.
Why do you think stressful or challenging is the answer? Miss Shahanas, why is it challenging? Miss Vivi, why is it stressful?
Why I choose challenging? Because my experience for working is 3 times to turnover B parts and then make me do new learn for new parts. I think for that challenging for new learn.
Challenging, okay. So according to Miss Shahanas, even a challenging working environment will result. How about Miss Fifi? Why do you think stressful? Why do you choose stressful?
Because when we have high pressure, sometimes we think that we can just another.
Pardon?
When we have high pressure in our office, sometimes we think better we choose another
Company.
another work,
Another work.
another company.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do agree. Sometimes it is when we feel stressful. Hello, Miss Odi. Good morning. Miss Odi has 2 gadgets. Oh, 1. Okay. She's not connected. Good morning, Miss Odi. Okay. So we have number 9. How about number 10? My company is still. This is talking about expatriates and local employees. There can be only one answer to this.
Demanding.
I'm so sorry. No. Expatriates and local employees. When the company actually pays foreigners higher than local people. Nobody got it? Expatriates get higher salaries than local employees. What do you think is happening there?
Discriminatory.
Discriminatory. There you go. That is the answer. How about at UIC though? Are there foreign lecturers there or foreign employees?
No, we haven't.
There are no foreign lecturers or employees? Oh, lucky then. Most companies who have expatriates, typically in Indonesia at least, typically pays them higher than local employees. So it is discriminatory when you do the same job but get different salary. Okay. Number 11, blah, blah, blah project will not work out fine because it is not effective. Any ideas for number 11?
Disorganized
Disorganized, thank you. Why do you think so, Miss Shahnas?
because workout is not efficient and time and money.
Yep.
Ini not efficient,
Efficient.
efficient.
Efficient. Got it. Efficient. So when you are disorganized, it will cost more time and money, actually. I do agree. So the last one, number 12, must be. This is what our discussion was about earlier. Blah, blah, blah manager usually makes his or her staff get stressed.
Demanding.
Demanding, exactly. Thank you, Mr. Hafiz. So according to Ms. Shahnas, though, it was fine for a boss to be demanding to the employee. Right, Ms. Shahnas?
Right, me.
Okay. So, yeah, sometimes even a teacher feels like that. So my learners are sometimes like, can you be less demanding as a teacher? And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, so demanding manager usually makes his or her staff get stressed. Okay. Now, if you take a look at the conversation below it, we are going to have the listening. I'm going to play the audio so you can fill in the blanks. There are 6 words that you need to fill there. I hope you can hear the audio without delay. I hope my connection is good enough. So,
Conversation for Employees. Book 2.
can you hear the audio?
Unit
Can you hear the audio, everyone?
It's delayed, Miss.
It's delayed. Okay.
3. Life at Work. Word Vault. Working Atmospheres. Practice 4. Listen and fill in the blanks. Then choose a partner and read the conversation. Situation. In a restaurant during lunch break.
Hi, Dean. What a surprise to see you here.
Hi, Jack. Nice to see you here. How's life?
Great. Tell me, how's your new office?
Wonderful. My new office is not as stressful as the old one. Even though my duties are challenging, I can manage because there are collaborative projects and my colleagues are all friendly.
Sounds like a dynamic environment.
You bet. Half of my coworkers are millennials. You know how they are.
Sure.
How's your department?
As competitive as ever. It's the nature of marketing department. But it's rewarding because I learn a lot.
Okay. So, did you get the answer to number 1?
It's stressful, isn't it?
Pardon? What is it, Miss Audi?
Stressful, I think.
Stressful. Thank you. That's it. Stressful. And number 2? Did anybody get number 2? Even though my duties are
Challenging.
challenging, exactly. Thank you. Correct. How about number 3? Challenging. Because we are doing collaborative. Thank you. So number 4 sounds like
The minding.
the minding. So sorry, that's not it.
Dynamic.
Dynamic. There you go. Got it. Thank you. Dynamic it is. Sounds like a dynamic environment. How's your department? As number 5, as
I think it as bad as something don't know what it is.
I'm
I
so
can't really
sorry,
hear
that's
that.
not it. Yeah.
It's a bit delayed.
The nature of marketing. So since nobody got it, it was actually competitive. So it's as competitive as ever. But it's when it gives you satisfaction,
Rewarding it is.
rewarding. Got it. It's as rewarding. But it's rewarding because I learn a lot. Okay, so I'm going to ask 2 people to read this part. Miss Shahnas and Miss Putri. Miss Putri, are you busy?
No, I
No, okay.
can repeat.
Okay, so Miss Shahnas and Miss Putri, could you please read Jack and Dean?
Okay, Miss Putri, are you Jack or Dean?
I'm Jack.
Okay.
We started. Hi, Dan. What a surprise to see you here.
Hi, Jack. Nice to see you here. How life?
Great. Tell me, how's your new office?
Wonderful. The working atmosphere of a new office is not stressful as the whole one. Even though my duties are challenging, I can manage because we are doing collaborative projects and my colleagues are friendly.
Sounds like a dynamic environment.
You bet all of my coworkers are millennials. You know how they are?
Sure.
How your department?
Competitive as ever. The mixture of marketing department, but it's rewarding because I learn a lot.
Thank you so much, Miss Putri and Miss Shahnas. Okay, several things. Miss Shahnas, you do miss your S's in house. House life? House.
House life?
There you go.
House.
House life?
House life.
How's your
Oh.
department?
How's your department?
There you go. Thank you. And this one, even though, even though.
Even though.
Though. So it's
Though.
like do re mi, do, even though. Okay.
Do, even though. And Miss Tati, that this what's converse
Oh,
even though
duties.
duty.
Duties. So
Duties.
if you are speaking in British English, it's due, due. So with Y, duties. But if you're speaking in American English, it's due, duties.
Duties.
So without Y. Okay.
Okay. Thank you,
British
Miss.
English would be duties, but American English would be duties. Sorry. There you go. Duties and duties. Um, Now let's check Miss Fifi and Miss Audie. Could you please read Jack and Dean?
I'm sorry?
Please read Jack and Dean's situation with Miss Audie, Miss Fifi. Miss Audie, ready?
Okay. Okay. Miss Fifi, do you want to be Jack or Dean?
Tin,
Hello? Oh,
tin, tin.
okay. Okay. Okay, I'll start. Hi, Dean. What a surprise to see you here.
Hi, Jack. Nice to see you here. How's life?
Great. Tell me, how's your new office?
Wonderful. The working atmosphere of my new office is not as stressful as the old one, even though my duty are challenging. I can manage because we are doing collaboration projects and my colleagues are all friendly.
Collaborative. It's okay.
Huh?
Sounds like a
Oh,
dynamic environment.
you
Okay.
bet. Half of my co-workers are millennials. You know how they are.
Yeah. Sure.
How's your department?
As competitive as ever. It's the nature of marketing department. But it's rewarding because I learn a lot.
Thank you, Miss Fifi and Miss Audie. Miss Audie already pointed out earlier, it is collaborative instead of collaboration. So collaboration is the noun, but collaborative is the adjective. So doing collaborative projects. And my, okay, so this one is colleagues. Again, we already talked about this, but let's say, so colleagues. You need to say it with I, colleagues. So, and G, the G sound, colleagues. There you go. Miss Fifi, could you please repeat that word, colleagues?
Colleagues.
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 Thank you. The last one, Miss Tita and Mr. Hafiz, Jack and Dean.
Okay. Hello.
Mr. Hafiz, are you there? Okay, it seems that Mr. Hafiz is busy. So, Miss Tita, let me be your partner. Do you want to be Jack or Dean? Miss Tita, you need to speak louder.
Maybe I will be Jack.
Jack, okay then. Go on.
Okay. Hi, Dean. What a surprise to see you here.
Hi, Jack. Nice to see you here. How's life?
Please tell me how's your new office?
Wonderful. The working atmosphere of my new office is not as stressful as the old one. Even though my duties are challenging, I can manage because we are doing collaborative projects and my colleagues are all friendly.
Sounds like a dynamic environment.
You bet. Half of my coworkers are millennials. You know how they are.
Sure.
How's your department?
As competitive as ever. It's the nature of marketing department, but it's rewarding because I learn a lot.
Thank you. It's rewarding because I learn a lot. There you go. Oh, by the way, this should be in the pronunciation later, but it's okay. I just want to share this. Whenever you see words that can be combined, please do combine the words. So for example, like this, okay? I know it is correct to say my new office is not as stressful, but it sounds choppy. So terkesan patah-patah. if you say it, my new office is not as, that sounds better instead of is not as, is not as, it's not as stressful. The same with this. As the old one, as the old one. So if you can combine the words, it sounds better instead of saying as the old one, as the old one. It's not as stressful as the old one. It's not as stressful as the old one. Okay? It does take time to feel comfortable combining words, but if you practice a lot, it is easier to do it. So my new office, my new office, new office. You can also combine this. New office is not as stressful as the old one. Okay. So I'm going to end our session here. So far, do you have any questions about our topic this morning? By the way, are you sure my video is not breaking at your part? No, it's smooth. Okay. I'm seriously afraid because I keep getting that your connection is unstable. Your connection is unstable. Okay. No questions so far? If you don't have any more questions, I'll end the session here. Thank you so much for joining the morning session. I'll see you probably soon. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, Miss
Waalaikumsalam.
Tati.
Thank you, Miss Devi.